What's good, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Monday to you, and it is cold across the U.S. I hope everyone is staying safe, staying warm, and if you don't have to get on the roads, especially those in the state of Texas, don't do so, because this state is not, it can't handle this type of weather. So again, hope everyone is safe. Talking NFL playoff, again, wild card weekend, and specifically we talking about the Steelers and the Bills game. This game was originally supposed to have been played on Sunday, but due to Mother Nature, it had to be moved till Monday at 4:30 p.m. in Buffalo, and the Bills did get the victory 31-17. But this story is about, make sure you like the video and comment and subscribe to the channel as well. But we're talking about head coach Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He did his post-game presser after the loss. And what the coaches normally do, speaking with the media, doing the typical coach sound bites. And one of the reporters asked him about his contract situation and what's next. And he didn't answer the question. He walked out. I will actually post a link to that particular portion of the video. It was posted to X, formerly known as Twitter. And he didn't answer. He just walked out. And that got people to talking. So what's next for Coach Tomlin in Pittsburgh? He's been there 17 years. He's now the longest tenured head coach in the NFL after Bill Belichick and the Patriots decided to go their separate ways. He's never had a losing season in Pittsburgh. 17 seasons. That's an NFL record. They've made the playoffs 11 times. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, won 1. He has 2 AFC titles, 7 division titles. And that's all the good stuff, all the great stuff that looks good on your resume. But the Steelers have not won a playoff game since 2016. So we're talking almost 8 years now. Overall, Mike Tomlin is 181-110-2. And so the question is, will the Steelers renew his contract? Extended. That's kind of what they do. Again, he has 1 year left, but it seems like there is something going on in Steeler country. I'll be the first to admit, I talked about Coach Tomlin on the TFG Sports Media Sports Show a couple of weeks ago, and I said that I think it's time for a change. And I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just think I was watching the game. I forgot who the Steelers were playing, and it just seems like the Steelers players wasn't responding. You know, I know it's hard to really look at that and see if that's the case on television, but it just seemed like their body language was saying to me that Coach Tomlin, I think his voice and what his process is falling on deaf ears now, as far as with some of those Pittsburgh Steelers teams. I know he and Pickens had a run-in a couple of weeks ago. There was an issue there. It wasn't a big run-in, but there was some issues there about a situation. So, again, Coach Tomlin, what is his status in Pittsburgh? You know, the Steelers don't really fire coaches. This organization is about stability. I just was looking it up. Coach Chuck Noll, he was there 22 seasons. Bill Cowher was there 14 seasons. Now you have Mike Tomlin, who's been there 17 seasons. That's a total, 53 years between 3 coaches in the organization. So that tells you the Steelers really don't fire coaches. But I think sometimes you can be at a place too long, and sometimes it's time for a change of scenery. And again, I think sometimes the players stop responding to the same message coming from the same coach. And I'm not this is no disrespect to Coach Tomlin, because I think he's one of the greatest. He's a great coach. I think he's a good coach. You know, people will they have their opinions. They think that he may not be Hall of Fame worthy, but I think so as a head coach. But I do think it's time to move on. I think with all these other coaching vacancies out there, if the Steelers decide not to renew or extend, I do know Mike Tomlin's name is going to jump to the top of the list, just like Bill Belichick and just like Jim Harbaugh's is at this point. So I'd like to know you guys' take on this. Again, Coach Tomlin of the Steelers, after their loss in the wild card game, a question was asked about his contract. He walked out. He ended the press conference. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Is it time to move on from the Steelers for Coach Tomlin? Should they, mutually part ways? And if so, where do you think he'll end up? What's a good landing spot for him, and who should the Steelers even think about bringing in to be their next head coach? I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Make sure you like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. I am Kendrick, the Sports Guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.